Chapter 4, Mishnah 5. The next two Mishnahs discuss rulings that are not related to the laws of Tevul, which is the subject of our tractate. They are included here because the statement of Rabbi Yeshua at the end of the next Mishnah was made regarding them, as well as to the rulings of the previous three Mishnahs. The first ruling of the Mishnah concerns Meiser Sheni, which must be eaten in Yerushalayim under conditions of Tahara. See Devarim chapter 14, verse 23. If it is difficult for a person to transport all of his Meiser Sheni produce, he may transfer the Kedusha of his Meiser Sheni onto coins by redeeming the Meiser Sheni produce, Pidyon Meiser. When Meiser Sheni is redeemed with coins in this way, the Meiser becomes regular chulin food, and the coins assume the sanctity of Meiser Sheni. One may also do the reverse and transfer Meiser Sheni sanctity from coins back onto produce, to be eaten in Tahar and Yerushalayim. The Mishnah discusses whether the produce or coins of an unlearned person, Amaretz, who may not be scrupulous in his observance of the laws of tithes, can be used for these procedures. We now turn to the words of the Mishnah. Originally, the sages said, we may deconsecrate Meiser Sheni coins onto the produce that belongs to an unlearned individual, as we may assume that the produce of the unlearned person is chulin, and therefore fit to use for the deconsecration. But we may not redeem our Meiser Sheni produce with coins that belong to an unlearned person by transferring Meiser Sheni sanctity onto them, because we must be concerned that the coins already have Meiser Sheni sanctity, which would make them unfit to use for the redemption. Originally, the sages felt that it was more likely that the unlearned person's coins would have Meiser Sheni sanctity than his produce would. However, the sages later changed their position and said that one may even redeem produce onto his coins, for they decided that the chance that the coins of the unlearned person were already Meiser Sheni was small enough that we need not be concerned about it. The second ruling of the Mishnah involves another situation where the sages originally held one position and later changed it. The ruling deals with a husband who instructed agents to write a get, bill of divorce for his wife, but said nothing about delivering it. Originally, the sages said if someone was being taken out in chains to be executed by the government, and he said to the people, write a get for my wife, but he did not tell them to give it. They should write the get and give it to her. We assume that the man meant to tell them to give the get as well, but forgot to mention it due to his fright at being taken to be executed. The sages later said, this same rule applies even to someone setting out to sea, or going out in a caravan to cross a desert, who tells agents to write a get for his wife, but does not tell them to deliver it. Here, too, we can assume that since the person was facing a dangerous voyage, it was due to his anxiety that he neglected to mention the actual giving of the get. Another Tana adds one more case where we assume the husband meant to tell the agents to give the get, even if he did not say so. Rabbi Shimon Shazuri says a dangerously ill person is subject to this law as well. Here, too, we assume that he meant to tell the agents to give the get, but he forgot due to his anxiety over his illness.